Alright, Peninsula 1287 back with Eugene, and this is day 6 of Game Show Every Day in October. We're on day number 6 already. Wow. And we're going to do our third game, one of Jeopardy for the Wii U, which we haven't played that in a while. So we haven't done that in a while. Day 3. Jeopardy was created 63 months driven from an idea suggested by his wife in 2012, recognized as prestigious for Jeopardy by the Peabody Awards Committee, recited the legacy of recurring, including celebrating rewarding knowledge. It's the first time it's the question to be awarded a Peabody since 1960. Jeopardy was originally called What's the Question?
Of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round.
Here we go.
Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Inty Fresh.
INT.
You're going to win a Pulitzer. Literature. The Continent. On Broadway. And IHOP. Player 1.
INT in quotation marks, so you know what I mean. Now. The Continent for 2.
Where the Latter-day Saints believe that Zion or New Jerusalem will be built.
What's North America?
Player 1.
What's North America?
That is correct.
400.
Player 1. That can be typed using a single row of letters on a standard keyboard.
What is the EUROPE?
Let's hear it, Player 1. That's correct. Player 1,
6.
That extends down to about 54 degrees south latitude.
What is South America?
What? Yeah.
Yes, Player 1.
What is South America?
Right you up. Select again.
800.
With the most countries.
What is Africa?
Player 1.
What is Africa?
Right. Player 1.
Finish.
The first country alphabetically.
What is Asia?
Player 1.
Yep. That's Asia.
Player 1. Choose
I
again.
have 2.
The red type of this marsupial can leap over barriers as high as 6 feet.
What's a kangaroo?
Yes, Player 1.
That's a kangaroo.
Player 1. This class of animals includes frogs and toads.
What is amphibian?
Okay, Player 1.
What is an amphibian?
Player 1. The
6.
hare named for this country between France and the Netherlands is actually a rabbit.
Oh, what is the...
Let's hear it, Player 1.
Between France and the Netherlands. Isn't this Denmark?
No.
Belgium. It's usually a rabbit. I thought you know that's Belgium right there.
Yeah, it is. What is North America?
Yep. You get to pick again.
Hey.
Grasshopper shares the billing with one of these insects in the title of an Aesop fable. Yes, Player 1.
What's that?
Good. tiny insect pest, Pulex irritans, can leap more than 130 times its own height? Player 1?
What's the free?
Player 1. Pick again.
And then mention INT using quotation marks. Don't forget about that one. On INT first, INT in quotation marks. On Broadway
Two
too.
snugly cute characters in Avenue Q aren't called the bad news these, but the bad idea these. Let's hear it, Player 1.
Mama Bears.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
We return to you.
Oh.
Many of this Jonathan Larson musical's famous fans have gone backstage to add their names to a long graffiti wall. Player 1?
Where's Red?
Player 1. Fantasia of American Idol played the role of Seeley in The Color This.
What's the color purple?
Yes, Player 1? Please pick
Hey.
Spring Awakening is an alt-rock musical based on an 1891 play that Frank Wiedekind originally wrote in this language.
What? German?
It's Player 1.
Yeah.
Player 1,
Yes.
Huey Lewis, Harry Hamlin, and George Hamilton have all been tapped to play tap-dancing lawyer Billy Flynn in this musical. Okay, Player 1.
Where's Chicago?
Good.
9,000.
You again,
INT
Player
first for
1.
2.
Hue or die?
What is tint?
Yes, Player 1.
Where's Tint? INT.
You again.
Claw.
A thin piece of rigid material to maintain a body part in a fixed position.
Hold on.
Okay, Player 1.
Splint, joint, or point.
Hold on. I think I've got it, but let me make sure.
A thin piece. Rigid material?
What's split? What's a split?
Yeah. So I thought it would be. 9,600.
Player 1.
Six.
A short race at full speed.
Sprint.
What's a sprint?
Player 1.
Multiple wireless.
Yes.
Which I'm still with him.
Select again.
Hey.
5-letter word for gleaming brightness or luster.
Glint.
Glint.
Yes, Player 1.
Where's Glint?
Right you are. You get to pick to look with the eyes partly closed.
Glint.
Okay, Player 1.
Uh-oh.
Select again.
Literature for 2.
In chapter 52 of this novel, a boisterous crowd is gathering for Fagin's execution.
What's Oliver Twist?
Yes, Player 1.
This guy's say yeah, what's over 2.
You get to pick again, Player 1.
400.
19th century author, known for writing about a venerable mansion with 7 acutely peaked gables. Okay, Player 1.
What?
You again, Player 1.
600.
People from the past appear to a brother and sister in Rewards and Fairies by this
Oh.
author, The Jungle Book.
Who's Rudyard Kipling?
Who is Kipling?
Yes, Player 1. That's correct. Player 1. Modern novels with biblical titles include Jane Hamilton's The Book of Ruth and Toni Morrison's Song of Him. It's Player 1.
Oh, Solomon.
That is correct. Player 1, you pick again, please.
Finish.
Even Grendel would love Seamus Heaney's new translation of the Anglo-Saxon epic about this titled geet.
Who's Beowulf?
It's Player 1.
My
Player 1, you pick
You
again,
going to
please.
pause it
Joanne
too?
Keller won in 2005 for her reporting on a 10-second event, the destruction of Utica, Illinois, by one of these.
Tornado.
Yes, Player 1. That is correct.
15-2.
Player 1. In 2007, counterintelligence columnist Jonathan Gold became the first critic of these to win a Pulitzer. Yes, Player 1?
Oh, it's restaurants.
Thanks. Please pick it. This city's Herald won in 1993 for public service for coverage of Hurricane Andrew and its aftermath. Player 1?
It's in Miami Hill.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Player
Hey.
1. The first 2 Pulitzers for writing these to the New York Tribune and Louisville Courier-Journal didn't name the authors. It's Player 1.
Yeah, tutorials. Well, now we know where the Daily Double is.
And now the $1,000 clue.
17,000.
First place. What'll it be?
Copy DM. Make it a true Daily Double.
Here is your clue. Russell Jones won for his reporting about Soviet repression from this capital in 1956.
Well, it's Budapest. Thank you. That is 34,000.
Okay. Third place, which means we'll go first. Double check right around.
Double talking Alex.
We start with double Jeopardy categories. Where's this one? Martial arts. P is for physics.
P in quotation marks.
The fabulous 50s.
Oh.
Saints. Classical composers.
And finally,
And foreign words and phrases.
oh boy.
All right, let's get back into this. Player
P for
2.
physics.
It's the P in P equals force times velocity. Let's hear it, player 1.
Oh, what is...
Force times velocity. Force times velocity equals, I think, power, if I'm not.
I think it is power.
Force times velocity equals power? Force times velocity equals power.
Okay,
Wow.
let's get back into this. Player 1, you make the next
You need to
selection. as we
study on
continue.
physics. 800.
This element, Pu, was first detected in a cyclotron at Berkeley in 1940.
What is plutonium?
Yes, player 1?
Is plutonium. 35-2. 12.
A cube is an example of a rectangular one of these. A Pink Floyd cover displays a triangular one.
Yeah. What's a prism?
Okay, player 1? That's correct.
Pink Floyd.
We return to you,
1600.
player 1. The bob of a simple one of these moves with simple periodic motion. It's player 1.
Pendulum.
You get to pick
2000.
It's an elementary light particle, also called a fuzzy ball.
What is a photon?
Yes, player 1?
What's a photon?
You
And even 40,000. Fabulous 54.
elementary, my dear Watson. Leslie
Ah.
Bird's son Ronald played him
Who
on the
is
1954 TV
Sherlock
series.
Holmes?
Player 1? Yes. We return to
Hey.
you, player 1. A series of nightmares that C.S. Lewis had about these animals inspired him to write his first Narnia book.
What are lions?
Lions.
Okay, player 1?
Lions, tigers, or bears? Oh my.
Player 1, back to you for our next
Yep.
selection.
How about
This
that?
future U.S. First Lady went to England to cover Queen Elizabeth II's coronation for the Washington Times Herald.
Kennedy.
It's player 1.
Jacqueline Kennedy.
You got it. You get to pick
1600.
again, player 1. This actor hit the top 40 with the song Moonlight Swim.
Anthony Perkins.
A few years later, he went psycho. Player 1?
It was Anthony Perkins.
Player 1. Choose. Cary Grant's wife, Betsy Drake, survived the 1956 sinking of this ocean liner. It's Player 1.
Was it Andrea Doria? 46 grand.
Player 1. Choose again.
Classical composers for 4.
In 1762, this 6-year-old and his sister performed for Empress Maria Theresa.
Amadeus Mozart.
It's Player 1.
It was Mozart.
Right. Please.
Hey.
For several years, his friend Carl Amenda was one of the few people who knew about his increasing deafness. Okay, Player
It
1.
was Ludwig van Beethoven.
Player 1.
500.
During his lifetime, Johann Sebastian Bach was best known as a master of this instrument.
What is the organ?
It's Player 1.
It was an organ.
Select again.
16.
He composed the Four Seasons in 1723.
Antonio Vivaldi.
Let's hear it, Player 1.
Yep, Antonio Vivaldi. Vivaldi. 50 grand.
Select again.
200.
On March 3rd,
2000.
1875, his Carmen premiered in Paris, and he was decorated with the French Legion of Honor. It's Player 1.
It was Georgie Bizet. 52,000.
Player 1. Choose again.
Martial arts for 4.
In the West, the ninja combat weapons known as shuriken are called throwing these.
What are stars?
Okay, Player 1.
Stars.
We return
Hey.
to you, Player 1. In karate, a hiji is a strike with this body part. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Know what I mean?
Nice,
It's
yes.
Player 1.
Yeah, that's the elbow.
Yes. Player 1.
Ciao.
The folding Filipino fighting knife called a balisong is also known by this insect name. Let's hear it, Player
Yeah, that's a
1.
butterfly knife. 54-4.
Please pick again.
1600. Plus, at the second daily dub, plus the 2 daily doubles. Okay,
You are currently in the lead. Decide on your
54-4.
wager, Player 1.
We'll make it a 2 daily double.
Answer. Krav Maga is the official self-defense system of this Mideast country's defense forces.
What's this way out?
Congratulations, you're the first, Player 1. Player 1,
Finish
choose
up.
again. A Bokken and a Shinai are two types of swords used in this Japanese martial art, whose name means Way of the Sword.
Way of the sword?
It's Player 1.
What is kendo?
Yes. Please pick again, Player 1.
Poem was the phrases for.
The name of this type of poem is from the Japanese for stanza.
What is a haiku?
Yes, Player 1?
That's a haiku.
Yes.
Haiku.
Select again.
Hey.
Undercover cop Arnold Schwarzenegger taught it in a 1990 film.
Was kindergarten.
What is kindergarten?
Player 1?
And the movie Kindergarten Cop was filmed in Astoria, Oregon.
Player 1, you pick again, please.
Yeah, the film was shot in Astoria, Oregon. Yeah. If you head out to Portland, right? Okay, from here to Portland, you don't go west, you go east. No, you don't go, wait a minute. Is it west or east? According to the map, if you head out to Portland, you're heading east. Okay. We're going Portland, you're going west to Portland. Keep heading that direction until you head to Astoria. Or, do it the better way, go to google.com/maps and in search portion of the maps, type in Astoria. And then there you go. Just one round until you find like an elementary school there. That's the same school it was shot. go. 1200.
A medical aphorism, primum non nocere, is translated as, first of all, do no
What is
this.
harm?
Let's do no harm.
It's player one. Right you are. Please pick
16.
again, player one.
Last daily double.
It's the second daily double. And you have the lead. What'll it be?
Make it another 2 daily double.
Here is your daily double clue. This Arabic salutation, often followed by alaikum, means peace.
What?
What is salam alaikum? Salam.
Why, salam.
That puts you even further ahead. Player
2
one,
times
back
6,
to
4.
you for our next selection.
That double talking out.
Literally, blow of mercy. This French phrase is used for any decisive stroke. Okay, player one.
What is...
Nigra.
Oh. Coupe de Glace.
Player one.
Saints
Pick
for
again.
4.
St. John Oud promoted devotion to this sacred body part, not just of Jesus, but of Mary too.
What is the heart?
Okay, player one.
That's a heart.
That's correct.
When you say Mary too, I thought, oh my god, I'm not gonna go there.
St.
8.
Simeon Stylites resided for decades on one of these, 60 feet tall, from the French for support. Let's hear it, player one.
A what?
What is a column?
It's not there.
What's it called again?
Saint Simeon Stylites redecided for decades of one of these 60-foot tall from the French for support. I thought it was a pillar because that could really tie and that could hold support.
Wait, you said French for support?
Yeah.
Is S-O-U-T-I-E-N on there?
As you know.
S-O-U-T-I-E-N.
No.
What choices we have?
Pillar, tree, or roof. Simon Stylites redecided for decades of one of these 60 feet tall from the French for support. $60 feet. I thought it would be a pillar because pillar could only go up tall.
Well, to be fair, a pillar does look like a column.
Yeah.
Try it.
What's a pillar? Wow.
Player one.
1200.
Saint Columba of this country was martyred in 853 after telling some Moors that Muhammad was a false prophet.
Oh,
Okay, player one.
What is...
Saint Columbia of this country was portrayed in 853 after telling some Moors that Muhammad was a false prophet. Saint Columbia.
Oh, here's España. What is Spain?
230.
Player
2 clues
one.
left.
Pick again.
16.
The order founded by this saint in Toulouse was zealous in carrying out the Inquisition.
Who is Saint Dominic?
Okay, player one.
Oh my gosh. 232-4.
Now let's take a look at that $2,000 clue, shall we? The Pope struck a medal to celebrate the 1572 massacre of Huguenots on this saint's day. Okay, player one.
I'm going to say Bartholomew.
Sorry, folks, but only player one. positive score needed to go on to Final Jeopardy. Now, Final Jeopardy coming right up right now with this category. Historic New York City.
Historic New York City in the music taste is really confirm it.
The clue is as follows. The USA's first Labor Day parade in 1882 went from City Hall to this square just north of 14th Street.
What's Union Square?
Yeah, I see Union Square. Got it.
What did you put as your response? And this correct response will add
Everything to the point. 468,800. $468,800.
We'll see you next time.
Oh my god. There we go. $468,800 plus that $33,331 over $500,000. $502,131. Okay, I'd like to thank you, Gene, for being part of it and helping out. I'd like to thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next video soon.